Right, so I'm Emilia de Rubernal and I play the Spanish teacher in the movie. So my part is about a teacher who's got a strange relation with a student.
Okay.
And I am Salomé Blackmans. I play the saint in the movie, and I'm a young girl agnostic who doesn't believe in God, and who wake up every morning with stigmatas. And she's wondering about these signs happening to her while she doesn't believe in God.
So now, what is Donoma about as a whole?
I guess we can call it like it's about love. It's a movie that talks about love in a very different way, because the third story, you've got three stories in the movie, is about a photographer, a young photographer, who decided to change the way of choosing to be loved or to love. So she just decided to go out or bring home the first person she's going to meet that day. So she met someone on the suburbs, on the subway, sorry. She met someone on the subway and just took that guy home with her, and they started a relation without speaking. So that's all about, it's questioning love points, more or less.
And the director wanted to show that in his point of view, love is about power, about the change power. One time a partner has a power, the other time the other, and how people, he wanted to show a pessimist vision of love, because in his point of view, it's not that couple can understand each other, it's human being cannot understand each other, and they found pretext like social level, like skin color, like way of living, like age, not to understand each other, but it's just pretext. And in his point of view, I don't know how to say.
They cannot communicate. It's about the human non-communication between each other, and the fact that there is always a fight for power between couples, between human beings, and more in love. I mean, characters always fight. One's fighting to keep the power in the couple, and the other one's fighting back. And it's all about that fight and a very negative way of seeing love.
First, when I met the director, Jim Carrena, I want him to co-direct a movie that I wrote, The Future, and he was talking about me. He wanted to make a casting for the last part, a young girl who doesn't believe in God and what I say to you. And I said, well, I'm an actress. And he told me, well, you want to direct? You're a scriptwriter? What are you? Are you kidding? And as he used a lot improvisation, the way he cast his actors, he's having discussion with them. So he asked me, what is your point of view about religion? And we began to talk, and then he realized that maybe I was the good person to play this part, and I was amazed because he had so much energy. He's a energy federator, and it was amazing because I arrived in the first meeting with all the actors, and he was just carrying all the project himself, like DP, sound mixers and everything, editor. It was so amazing to see him like carrying all the projects that I say yes, I didn't discuss at all. He said there is no budget, no lights, no makeup, nothing, but do you want to be involved? And we all say yes.
Yeah, because the movie has been made with £100, so there is no budget at all in the movie. So the director started making appointments with all the actors, and those appointments were used to keep the face on the project. I mean, every week or every 2 weeks, everyone was coming and we were talking about what do we need. Alright, I need, for example, a dress, a wedding dress for the bride, and it was like, we put it in Facebook, like everyone, all the actors, everyone was putting on Facebook, need a wedding dress for a shooting in a week, and we found everything like that. So it's really a movie, that movie costs €100. And we went to Cannes, it's been selected on Cannes Fest in May, So it's like that story is like a fairy tale or something like that. He's living his life like that. So the director is really, I mean, a leader. He's got, she was talking about an energy, it's like a leading energy, able to go on with the project more than 1 year. And with 10 actors, like shooting all the time, and he's the only person working on the project. He's making everything.
It's all the technician in one man.
Yeah, I do. So the sound, he shoot with the camera. At the same time, he takes the sound. At the same time, he's trying to make the focus. So he's focusing and listening, and the light. So he just move with the camera, and you've got only 2 actors because we only had 2 mic. So all the scenes are always like with 2 actors talking, and if there's another one, he's just sitting and just like, oh,
expressing,
sure.
But without sound.
Really? And the entire movie has been made like that.
What does being at Raindance mean to you?
Well, for us it's really important because usually we think that festival choose movie on we say coup de cœur in France. It means like a crush. Yeah, when you have festival have a crush and they choose a movie. Everybody thinks that it's like that, but actually it's not. And you have to have networks, friends. Some of time people are not movie are not even seen. Here, in this case, the director is unknown, actors are unknown. We don't have distributors, we don't have production, so it's very wonderful for us to be there because for us, like Raindance Film Festival and the Independent Movie Festival is one of the last festival who really choose the movie on a crush, like the Acid did in France, which is an organism for independent movie, and we send the DVD like here, and they choose us, and it doesn't happen so much. So for us, it is really important. And secondly, I would say that in cinema, in art in general, but in cinema, all the world is inspiring from USA. But people who are deep inside, all the business and all the art creation, all creative, aficionados, they know that USA are inspiring from,
inspired by the United Kingdom. Well, in our point of view, I mean, the real independent cinema movies are really made there, and the more like weird and different way of doing things, it's really for us in United Kingdom. And then you see that like 10 years after that in USA, and because everyone looks at what USA does, everyone thinks that's from USA. But we are really like inspired ourselves by
that's a womb of independent
exactly
cinema.